Good, happy Thursday morning, November 4th, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to your morning news, weather, and traffic update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. I hope you all enjoy tuning in and listening. Let's get started with this Thursday morning edition of your morning news, weather, and traffic update. Let's begin right now. First up, we're going to begin with your news updates. First up, Rochester police seek woman in alleged attempted kidnapping of 5-year-old boy. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
The versatile Kubota BX series. Easily switch attachments to mow, haul, trench, or do whatever needs to get done. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Where best needs second to none, MV.
Rochester police say that boy was with his family at the Rochester Commons yesterday evening when the attempted kidnapping happened, his older brother springing into action and pulling him away.
We responded to the Rochester Common for the report of a stranger, a random female, approaching a 5-year-old that was there playing with his family.
A frightening ordeal for one local family Tuesday evening. Rochester Police Captain Todd Pinkham says a woman, seen here in this cell phone picture, grabbed a little boy's hand, told him they were going for a walk, then tried to leave the park with him.
At that point, the 5-year-old's 8-year-old brother saw what happened and ran over and intervened, which then caught the mother's attention, who then got involved as well. When the two started speaking to each other, the mother basically just said, what are you doing? To the strange female, at which point the female walked off, walked to her car and left.
A witness snapped this photo as the woman left the park. She was seen driving away in this black SUV, possibly a Chevy Equinox with tinted windows.
We're asking for the public's input to take a look at these photographs, see if you can identify the female, maybe link that female description with that vehicle, maybe a coworker, a neighbor, somebody you've seen drive by.
We do want to note that the little boy was not hurt. Live in Rochester, Ray Brewer, WMUR News 9.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. State trooper remembered as a dedicated family man, coach, and a dance dad. Honoring fallen state trooper Sergeant Jesse Shirley, celebration of life. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
So, you need a new roof, but you have so many questions. Should I get a metal roof or asphalt shingles?
An American flag draped over the casket of Staff Sergeant Jesse Sherrill, escorted by fellow state troopers, with hundreds of members of law enforcement saluting the fallen hero.
Jesse took advantage of every minute of every day and never took 1 second for granted.
Colonel Nathan Noyes of New Hampshire State Police speaking of the man behind the badge.
But while his physical strength made him good, his God-given ability to be heartstrong made him great. Jesse was strong from the inside out.
Sergeant Sherrill's hat and boots resting quietly near the casket, and the state police flag getting a new ribbon. Sherrill, now the 10th New Hampshire trooper, lost in the line of duty. And his friends telling stories of the man they called Biggs.
There are no words to describe what a void Jesse leaves behind. He was a proud trooper, an amazing dad and husband, a loving son and brother, a great coach, and even a better friend.
Remembered first as a husband to Nicole, a father to Peyton and Quinn, and a blessing to those who knew him.
He has left a lasting legacy with each of us, and for that, we are forever grateful to you.
Following today's celebration of life, Staff Sergeant Jesse Sherrill was laid to rest in his hometown of Barrington. The burial service was private. Live in Manchester, Jason King, WMUR.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. Youth baseball players coached by fallen troopers say they'll remember his lessons. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Palmer Gas and Oil has been keeping homes in New Hampshire, northern Massachusetts, and southern Maine comfortable for over 85
This is his badge.
The teammates say they couldn't miss today.
I feel like we had to because he was really important to us because he was a really good coach. It was pretty sad. It was a tough loss. We had a great baseball season, though.
Coach Sherrill's legacy for these young men comes in a couple of key catchphrases.
Never say I can't. Like they said in the ceremony that there's a lot of game left. To always look on the positive side. We always felt safe when we had a trooper as our coach. It was really cool to have a trooper as our baseball coach.
The Peterman's grandson played on Coach Sherrill's team. They drove 2 hours to be here.
My heart breaks for them, the whole family, losing such a wonderful role model and person.
He was a fine man, a great friend and coach for our grandchildren and our son. And so it was a moving tribute.
Virginia State troopers made a 9-hour drive last night, compelled to stand by a fallen comrade.
Oh, absolutely. The North always does it right. They always do. Yeah. So it's been great. Love to see the turnout here. So it's awesome.
A massive show of solidarity. A sea of formal uniforms from every department. Impressed.
It's something I've never seen before, never experienced. It was truly a great tribute to Jesse and his family, and we certainly want to be here to support the family.
Laid to rest now, but never forgotten, from his beloved family to his law enforcement family to his youth baseball kiddos. Jesse Sherrill's legacy is rich and far-reaching. We're live at SNHU Arena this evening. Amy Cavino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. House GOP proposes major changes to state's congressional districts. Under GOP redistricting plan, Portsmouth, Rochester, Dover, Durham would move into New Hampshire District 2, and while Salem, Windham, Hudson, and Atkinson would shift to New Hampshire District 1. Students injured in New Hampshire school bus crash involving a tractor trailer. Multiple students in New Hampshire suffered injuries when the school bus they were traveling in was involved in a crash with a tractor trailer on Wednesday, according to police. Hooksett police said the crash happened on Hooksett Road near the intersection of Oak Hill Road. The students suffered minor injuries, and their parents/guardians were notified. Members of the Hooksett Fire Department treated injured students and released them from medical care at the crash scene. The driver of the school bus and the driver of the tractor trailer suffered no injuries. Both drivers were able to remove their vehicles from the scene on their own. Students were removed from the school bus involved in the crash, which had Goffstown Truck Center logo on it, to another bus that had a Hooksett School District logo on it. Hooksett police remained at the scene for traffic control until the scene was cleared. The circumstances that led to the crash remain unclear at this point. CDC updates health warning for aromatherapy spray. Federal agencies widen recalls and warnings to doctors Wednesday about the aromatherapy sprays that had been linked to a fatal case of rare tropical disease. They're asking doctors to be on the lookout for symptoms. And that is your news update. Now let's go to your weather update. The weather right now is fair, 28 degrees. Expect dry conditions for the next 6 hours. Sunrise will be at 7:24 a.m. and sunset is at 5:32 p.m. Weather for today, sunshine and a few clouds, high 49 degrees, winds light and variable. Tonight, mostly cloudy early, then clearing overnight, low around 30 degrees, winds light and variable. That is a look at your weather update. Now let's take a look at your traffic update. And looking at your roadways for this Thursday morning in Henniker is smooth sailing. Hopkinton, smooth sailing. Bow, Pembroke, and Concord, all smooth sailing. Boscawen and Canterbury, smooth sailing as well. Chichester, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium pace traffic. Epsom, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium and slow pace traffic. Northwood, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. And Lee, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Durham, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium pace traffic. Rochester, smooth sailing. Dover, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium and slow pace traffic. Newington, smooth sailing. And Portsmouth, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium and slow pace traffic. Portsmouth into Maine, you got smooth sailing with some medium and slow pace traffic. Rye, smooth sailing. Northampton, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Hampton, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium pace traffic. Seabrook, smooth sailing with a little bit of medium pace traffic. Greenland, all smooth sailing. On 101, all smooth sailing on 101. Great ride on 101. In the Hooksett in Manchester, you got smooth sailing. In Goffstown, you got some smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Bedford, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic and slow traffic. Amherst, smooth sailing. And Milford, smooth sailing with some medium and slow pace traffic. Merrimack, smooth sailing. Nashua, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Nashua, Milford, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Derry, Londonderry, Windham, Salem into the border of Massachusetts, you got smooth sailing with some medium and slow pace traffic spots. And that's a look at your traffic update. And that does it for your morning news, weather, and traffic update right here on the Riley King Radio Network. Thank you for tuning in and listening. Have a great day, everyone. Goodbye.